Totally lit. We have another exciting interview for you guys tonight. You are in for a special treat. You're going to hear from one of our totally lit community builders. She is amazing. Yes, I said she. This business director, once she shares her story on why she decided to join financial service industry and how she's making an impact for her community, I know she's definitely going to inspire you guys. Um, I can't wait to just get down into it because I know she's going to bring the motivation, the inspiration, and the excitement. So, I'm not going to let you guys wait too long. I'm going to bring her up right now. It is Business Director Angela St. Julien. Oh my goodness. How are you doing this evening, Business
I,
Director?
I am fantastic and on fire. How are you guys doing? Are y'all lit?
Oh, yes, we are. And definitely we have our pens and our paper. We ready. We ready because we know you have some points for us and we are excited about what you're doing in your community and why you are a part of just a totally lit platform, all of the excitement and energy that you bring. I know, but I'm excited about sharing it with the people tonight. So, are you just ready for this interview? You're ready for the new year for 2026?
I am. It's like having a birthday when it's not your birthday. So it's like getting two, right? Right. Well, first of all, I want to say Happy New Year to everybody that I haven't had an opportunity to already. Thank you so much. New EP, Kimberly L. Williams.
Yeah,
Y'all give it up every
another
time.
Shiro. Yes, definitely.
Yes, she's my shero. Every time somebody hits a mark, what I do after I celebrate that person is I say, Thank you, God, for letting me see, and I am next. So, hopefully that you guys have that same energy. So, thank you so much for blazing the trail, not only as one of us, but, as women, we get to see another powerful woman doing the dang thing. Right. So, yeah. And Erica, I always love co-laboring with you. So let's do this. Let's jump into this. They don't want to hear how excited I am. They want to know why I'm excited. So let's do this.
Definitely, definitely. So we're going to cover some of the hot topics of this industry. We're going to first, focus on the mission and the purpose. Can you share with us what inspired you to get into the insurance and financial services industry?
Absolutely. Insurance, I will just say this, it does not sound sexy at all. Financial services sounds like you have to be smarter than the average person. So it's not something, not that I'm saying that I'm not intelligent, but it just wasn't something that I would have said that I was interested in. I mean, it's the way that it came. So, how I found this industry is because I really just wanted to know more about money. Growing up, money conversations were something like go to the store, bring me back this, and don't forget my change. Or we had conversations like go to work and save more than you spend. But that's not really a path to be on, right? So I looked up and I realized that as I looked to the left and looked to the right, I was doing the same thing that most of my peers were doing, but they appeared to be more successful financially. Now I was happy, had a great healthy life, friendships, but it's just that the bottom line didn't look the way that I wanted it to look. So I figured I probably needed to know more. But I noticed that as I started to search out the information, I either didn't have enough commas in my bank account or enough zeros where anybody wanted to really take me under their wing and show me what I needed to know about money. And I just thought that wasn't fair. Like I'm telling you that I have a challenge with building wealth, and you want to take some of the wealth that I have in order for me to get there. I understand investing, but it just didn't seem fair that I needed to pay someone to get this secret information. So a friend of mine invited me to a financial literacy event, And I don't even know if he had the most polished invitation. I don't know what he said. I heard financial literacy free. And I was like, it's on my calendar. I'm there. And when I heard the information and realized that this information is not only free to the community, but it is the way that we are able to free the community. And I've been locked in ever since.
Speaking of the community, how do you define community impact in the work that you do?
Well, I will say that it is very impactful because when you look, I was driving down the street yesterday and I realized that I may not like the cosmetic look of the street that I'm coming down, right? I don't know what's going on in the homes of the people behind the doors that I'm passing, but I do know that money answers all things. And so, if people are able to understand how to be literate financially, then it can not only change your street, it can change your neighborhood, it can change your city, it can change your state and your nation, one family at a time. So, it's very impactful.
Just hearing you talk tonight about how you grew up and the conversation about money, it was really obsolete. I feel like, hey, we were on the same block because it was just
Right.
what I say, and it was not a conversation. So with financial services and insurance, you said that it's not sexy. How do you go about and who do you partner with to build that trust in your community where they can take advantage of the financial literacy
That's a
education?
very good question. I just want to make sure that I just put this out front. I am not embarrassed to say that I am a licensed life insurance agent. I'm not embarrassed to say that. It's not anything that I hide. But what I notice is that with people in their limited information, if you say life insurance, like, hi, my name is Angela, I sell life insurance, they have already decided whether or not they want to do business with you. And I find that in a financial services business, it's a relationship building business. And with that being said, I want to build a relationship before I sell you something. Does that make sense?
Oh, yes. Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
That makes sense. And so how do I get around that? I find I what I do is I create value in the conversation. I mean, I can walk around and talk about quotes, which I won't do that because everybody's situation and circumstance is different. So why would I quote you? I'm not a cookie cutter. Like I don't just put things out for sale and pray that they're sold. Does that make sense? So I want to have a conversation with you. And so I already know because I've been doing this for a while and I've talked to countless amount of people. So I already know what the common objections are. Most people, when they hear you talk about something, they automatically are asking themselves while they're trying to listen to you, how much does it cost? Right? So I'm able to say it doesn't cost you anything to get this information, but it could cost you everything if you didn't have this information. So little the
Wow.
ways to make people just kind of soften up. Does that make sense?
Oh, that's so
I will ask
powerful.
them, yeah. Well, y'all want me to say it again? It doesn't cost you anything to get this information, but it could cost you everything if you didn't have it. And that allows people to go, okay, I can keep the appointment, right? I can keep the appointment. I don't have to worry about if my budget is lining up with the business calendar, right? I can keep the appointment. I can go and get the information. There's no pressure. So I will just, I try to knock down every obstacle before they even give it to me. A lot of times in business, we're taught, get through the first five objections and then you'll find out the real one. And I'm like, why even put people through all of that? Go ahead and address the things that you know are going to come up. So I make sure I always let everybody know that it's free. It is free information. Your investment is your time with me. I tell them how much it's worth. You can pay $1,000 or more for this information that I'm giving you. And I tell them when you decide to make a decision, because I'm assuming the business. When you decide to make a decision, you don't pay me, the company does. Now, do you believe that anybody's thinking about how much it's going to cost when we're having that conversation?
No, not
Not
at all. Not
not
at
at
all.
all. Not at all. So that's one of the things that I do to take that first line of defense away from them. And then I start to ask questions that I already know the answer to. I may say things like, do you participate in a 401k? And whether they tell me yes or no, it's a great answer. Because if they do, then great. Now I understand where they're going to get the money from to move it to somewhere else. If they say they don't participate, then I say, great, you haven't lost any money. Now we can get started. Whatever answer they give me is great. Do you understand that I'm already positioning their minds to be exactly where I need for them to be, for them to trust that I know what I'm talking about? I stay prevalent with what's going on in the market. If there's an oil crunch or if there's a drop, a dip, like I'm not investing in the stock market wholeheartedly, but I still need to know what's going on out there. You know, when somebody tells me something about matching, I need to understand the value or the harm that comes with matching when the market drops. That lends integrity and credibility. Who would not want to do business with me? I want to do business with me.
I know that's why you're my partner because what I'm hearing you say is it's more, it goes beyond getting a license. My
Absolutely.
next question is, why do you believe insurance and financial education are the foundational tools for building a stronger community?
I believe insurance and financial education are the building blocks or the foundation for two reasons. One, financial education is biblical. The Bible says that you can feed a man for a day, or you can teach him how to fish. I'm paraphrasing, or you can teach him how to fish, and that feeds him for a lifetime, right? So if I give you financial literacy, then now not only it's duplicatable because if someone would have taught my parents financial literacy, then they would have been able to pass that information down to me and my siblings. Now, thankfully, the buck stopped with me, buck pun intended. Thank you. The buck stopped with me. So now I'm able to educate the people that are around me. So that's why I believe financial literacy. Like people can take your money and they can invest it and you have no clue. I mean, we see it all the time where, men pass away and their wives are left wealthy, but they don't even know how to pay the light bill. And that's very sad because that leaves you open and vulnerable. But if you are able to give someone financial literacy, you're able to not only teach them, but you can teach their children and their children's children through the information that you have. The reason why I'm excited about financial literacy being partnered with insurance is because of the protection that insurance has to offer. And that was a play on words as well. When I'm thinking protection that insurance has to offer, I'm not thinking about burial benefit, living benefits. I'm thinking about protection as far as it's not community property. It can't be put in a lawsuit, like protecting your money from the people that are on the outside. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh,
And
yes.
so, and then I also like all insurance products are not created equally. But if you get a really, really good one, it could be a triple threat for you. It could act as a death benefit. If you die too soon, then your people are taken care of. I want my people to shed a tear, but I want them to say, oh, I'm so glad Big Mama, Gigi, whatever it is that they want to call me, knew her stuff. And not only did she know enough to set us right, but she knew enough to teach us how to set our people right. So you got the death benefit, then you have the living benefits, because I think it's more scary to get hurt and get sick and don't die. Have you seen these kids today that are taking? I'm sorry. So, to have a product that has living benefits, which there are so many people out there who have never even heard of living benefits and they don't truly understand the concept of it. And then to be able to have that same instrument to be your platform to or in order to save for a tax-free lifetime retirement. Like, you know what? That's how I felt when I found out that I could write off my tithe. It's just like, I don't even understand why it's even a thing, but I'm glad somebody came up with the triple threat process of a life insurance product. It's just a beautiful thing. And if you're not able to qualify for something like that, we got something that's right there next to it, right? We have
Oh,
options,
definitely.
and that's what I love about it.
Definitely. With our partnership with Totally Lit, in our mission, we make sure that we iterate protection is first. In your own words, BD, how would you sum that up? What does a protection first approach mean to you when you are looking at making an impact in the community?
In protection first, you have to have a sense of urgency. We have no idea what's going to happen from moment to moment. Like, there's no way that I can predict what's going to happen. I speak life, healing, and prosperity into everyone. But at the end of the day, we live in a world where there is so much unpredictability. So, yes, you can have money that you're saving and you can want to have that product that I was telling you about, but affordability matters most because if I don't have you protected, it doesn't matter. You understand what I'm saying? And the thing about protection is if I made a plan today and in moments I'm not here anymore, then guess what? I did the right thing on the right day at the right time. And so my family is protected, either protected with my income being around when I'm no longer, or protected, meaning that now they have the ability to take care of me in the fashion that I need to be taken care of because I made that decision for protection. So we can't play with protection. With that being said, when I talk to people, I have a feeling you're going to ask me this question. When I talk to people, how do I determine where I start as far as protection? And you know what? I always talk to people where they need to be. I'm going to give you the pie in the sky. I want to talk to you where you need to be. And then after we have a conversation, after we do the financial needs analysis, then we can determine where you are. But you need to start somewhere. And so the protection is first because it just matters. Like you can't, like, I have no idea if I'm going to stump my toe or break my whole foot. You understand what I'm saying? You cannot determine how much you'll need. And it's nothing worse than locking your keys in the car and realizing after the door just closed. You know, there's nothing we can do about that. So we have to protect first. You know, people will say things like, well, I'm going to wait till the first of the year. I'm going to wait till income tax time. And it's just like, I would love to be able to lend that grace, but I don't have that power. Let's get you protected now, and then we can work on getting you where you need to be or where you desire to be, you know, in a different time frame without that pressure of leaving you and your family unprotected. You wouldn't go outside with no clothes on. So why would you walk around unprotected?
True. It's definitely true. Well, to what does a successful 2026 look like for you, your partnership, and your business? Let's say we fast track, we're at December, and you're looking back on this year. What are maybe like one or two things that you want to accomplish in your community to say this year was successful?
Okay. So I would like to impact 100 families, 100 households. There's 52 weeks in the year. That's literally just two families a week. And I could take 2 weeks off to go on vacation. Y'all know how I like to go on vacation, right? But I would like to impact 100 families this year. And I believe there's going to be a very hefty commission that's attached to that. I haven't even looked at the number yet because I know whatever that number is, it is going to represent how many lives I've touched, if that makes sense. So on that side, on that, personal business side, I would like to impact 100 families in 2026. For on the other side, for the business sharing side, I would like to help at least 10 people, 10 families that are working together, 10 people get to my position as a business director. Okay. There's 12 months in the year. I say we can move at 2 months a year. So those that, are ready to put their shoes on and run with it. Because the thing about it is, I've been in business for a long time, since 96, 1996. I've been in business, and I've never seen a platform that is designed to win on so many levels like I have in OIC. I have never seen it. And I can really say, a lot of times we hear people say, oh, this is the best thing, until you're doing something else. But I've never seen a platform that is tailor-made for anyone who wants to. Anyone who will plug in and do the work can win. But I also realize that there is so much money left on the table for the business associates if they are not at business director. A simple, difference between $200 versus $800 for the same work. And, the more people I help, obviously there's going to be a bigger payoff for me. So I haven't even looked at the number to see what that would look like with 10 business directors, but I'm looking for 10 business directors. I want to give myself away 10 times in
That
2020.
is exciting. And I'm in agreement with you for that goal. To me, your goal matches your heart. That's a heart goal, wanting to impact 100 families. We have another business partner who has one of the financial tools that's available really soon. And I want him to join our interview as well, so we can continue to make sure that we're making an impact, and you have the partnership to help you with accomplishing that 100 family, making that impact. So, John Robinson, can you share with us the tool that you have?
Absolutely. Good evening. Good evening.
Good
Great
evening.
interview. I'm really enjoying this. Great information. Let me share my screen. And this is a brand new bestseller. I'm calling it a bestseller because it is. And it is available right now at Amazon um, for only $14.95. And this bestseller is, let me see here. All right, great. So it's called Life Insurance is Not for Funerals. This is the information that we say, or we said many times, we did not have in our community. And so what happens when you don't have the correct information, you're going to make something up. Or because the need is there, someone offers whatever, and you're glad for whatever. And I get it, not casting any rocks. But just like everything updates and upgrades, our information has to upgrade also. Life insurance is one of the most important financial tools available to people today. And if we only understood that, we will realize that life insurance could be the difference between you making a serious financial plan for your family to move forward and to create a legacy, or to create inheritances, or to just move the family forward, or someone that's just wishing and hoping, or gambling and hope it works out right. And so this book is covering a lot of the basics. It's going to dispel that misinformation about life insurance just being for funerals. It's going to help you understand how much insurance you need, what's the proper use for life insurance, what are some of the things it can do. And then it's going to also introduce you to life insurance 2.0, the upgrade, life insurance that you don't have to die to use. And so It's going to be a tremendous book. It's got some worksheets in there that people can use and look and write down their goals and properly identify what they need for their family rather than someone telling them what they need. They'll be able to understand this information and determine that. So it's available right now at Amazon. It is available. Now, if you, a little special treat, it's available at Amazon for $14.95. But if you're an associate, you're part of our program, then I can get that book for you for $10. So your choice, go to Amazon, $14.95 plus taxes, plus shipping, whatever it is. It'll be available to you in a couple of days. Or I've got a big order coming on, and it's going to be here by around about the 25th. And you can have that book for $10. All right. So that's what I want to share for now. Back to you, Ms. Erica.
Well, that is so refreshing to know that we have insurance agents that have a heart for their community. Business Director Angela St. Julian, I am excited about the impact that we're going to make in 2026. Thank you for sharing your vision. Thank you for sharing your heart for your community. John Robinson, thank you for sharing a tool that we can all jump on and use. This has been Totally Lit, our free community financial education forum. Guys, thank you for allowing us to share this information with our community. We're looking forward to seeing you soon, very soon again. If you would like to see Miss Angela St. Julian, our business director here at OIC, her interview again, you can catch it on our YouTube channel at OIC 10K Totally Lit. Make sure you like